warm welcome to one and all for the valedictory function of the 24th National Convention of Electrochemists NCE-24. We hope you all are charged with a lot of knowledge. To begin this on an auspicious note, let us all rise for Tamil Thai Valthu, followed by prayer song.
वात्सल्यामृतवर्षिणीं सुमधुरं सङ्कीर्तनालापिनीं श्यामाङ्गीं मधुसिक्तसूक्तिम् अमृतानन्दात्मिकाम् ईश्वरी.
May I now request Dr. B. Subramanian, Secretary says, to welcome the dignitaries with a floral bouquet. To welcome our chief guest, Professor C. Ratnaraj, IIT Kharagpur. To welcome our guest of honor, Dr. K. Ganeshan, Director, DRDO, Industry Academia Center of Excellence at Bharatiyar University. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. J. Madhyarasu, Vice President, says to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening to all. It is my great privilege and honor to extend a warm and cordial welcome to each one of you to the valedictory function of the 24th National Convention of Electrochemists, that is NCE-24. On behalf of the Society for Advancement of Electrochemical Science and Technology, in association with CSIR Central Electrochemical Research Institute, Karaikudi, and Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Coimbatore, I extend my heartfelt greetings to all the distinguished dignitaries, delegates, researchers, academicians, industry experts, and participants gathered here this evening. I take immense pleasure in warmly welcoming our esteemed chief guest, Professor C. Ratnaraj from the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. We are deeply honored by your gracious presence today. I also extend a respectful welcome to our guest of honor, Dr. K. Ganeshan, Director, DRDO Industry Academia Center of Excellence, Bharatiyar University, Coimbatore. Sir, your presence adds great value to this occasion. My sincere welcome to Dr. S. Magadevan, Principal of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, for kindly consenting to deliver this special speech. Also, I extend a warm welcome to our beloved Director, Dr. K. Ramesha, Director CSR Secretary, and President SAIST, who is presiding over the function. I also take this opportunity to welcome all the office bearers of SAIST and Dr. Ulaganathan and where is he? Yeah, in the Geminis, actually they are the Geminis. I can say one or two words about them. Nandakumar, okay, Nandakumar and Ulaganathan. Both of them, they are from Sikri only. I can proudly say that. And from the day one, when we initiated this NCE-24 at Amrita, like they are like very polite and soft. Okay, sir, we'll do. But we never experienced such kind of support and cooperation. They have made it that the entire show, the entire NCE-24, by a silent work, cooperation, and a smile. This is not my what is called the artificial words. I have come across with these various NCEs, but I never experienced such kind of support and cooperation. Thank you so much, not only to Nandakumar and Ulaganathan, and also to this Vishwabidam management principal and their dean, then their registrar. Everyone, they are instrumental in organizing this conference without any flaw. Thank you, sir. Okay, let me continue now. I also take this opportunity to welcome all office bearers, including all the chairmen, committee members of SAIST, organizers, and our collaborators from Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, who efforts have made this convention a grand success. Over the past 2 days, NCE-24 has served as an excellent platform for knowledge exchange, innovation, and collaboration in the field of electrochemical science and technology. As we gather today for the valedictory session, it is the time to reflect upon the insights gained, the ideas shared, and the meaningful connections established. I extend a very warm welcome to all the delegates and participants from various parts of our country. Your active involvement has truly enriched this convention. As we move forward with today's program, I am confident that this valedictory function will be both inspiring and memorable. Once again, I warmly welcome you all and wish you a pleasant and enriched evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome. Now we have come to the conclusion of this enriching and intellectually stimulating convention. With this, we take a moment to reflect on the knowledge shared, collaborations initiated, and innovations inspired over the past sessions. I invite Dr. B. Subramanian, Secretary SAIST, to present the highlights of NCE-24.
Good evening, everyone. Respected Chief Guest, Professor Sri Ratnaraj, Professor from IIT Kharagpur, Dr. Ganesan sir, Director of DRDO Industry Academy Center of Excellence, Bharatiyar University, and beloved Director, and he is the President of SAIST and Patron NCE-24, and Magadevan sir, Principal of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, and my friends and co-convener, Vice President Dr. Madhyarasu, and my friends Dr. Ulaganathan and Dr. Nandakumar, co-conveners, and my Joint Secretary Pandeyaraj, and dignitaries of the dais, our administrative officer, and other invited speakers are all here, and dear participants. So again, good evening. So before giving the summing up of NCE-24, I would like to thank all the participants, speakers, sponsors for taking time to attend this NCE-24. A big thanks to the management of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham for all the support, sir. So we have been attending the NCE-24 National Convention of Electrochemists in this wonderful campus of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. The convention is organized by SAEST, as you all know, in association with CSIR, Central Electrochemical Research Institute, Karaikudi, South Asia's largest and pioneering institute for electrochemistry, and with the esteemed institute Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. The convention was inaugurated on yesterday, April 27, 2026, with the invocation. Dr. B. Subramanian, Secretary, SAEST and Convener, welcome the gathering. Dr. Bipin Nair, Registrar, and Dr. Sasangan Ramanathan, Dean of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, did the felicitation. Dr. K. Ramesha, Director, CSIR Secretary, and President of SAEST, and Pattern NCE-24, presided over the function and gave an introduction to SAEST and about the convention NCE-24. In his presidential address, he stressed the importance of electrochemistry in solving the global issues of today and future in the fields of energy, healthcare, corrosion, and electrometallurgy. Professor U. Kamashi Mudali, Vice Chancellor, Homi Bhabha National Institute, Mumbai, was a chief guest, and in his inaugural address, Professor U. Kamashi Mudali recalled the role of electrochemistry in nuclear fuel cycle. He also briefed them and mentioned about the contributions from Indian scientists. Professor Sagar Mitra, Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay, felicitated the event, and in his address he mentioned about the importance of electrochemistry, and he spoke much on the low-cost cathode materials for lithium-ion batteries. The abstract and souvenir book of NCE-24 was released by the chief guest, and we had exchanged MOU with Amrita Institute. Dr. A.K. Nandakumar, Associate Professor and Co-Convener of NCE-24 from Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Coimbatore campus, proposed the vote of thanks for the inauguration section. There are 3 memorial lecture awards. The following eminent personalities have been awarded with the memorial awards. Professor K.H.G. Das Memorial Lecture Award to Professor U. Kamashi Mudali, Vice Chancellor, Homi Bhabha National Institute, Mumbai. Professor S.K. Rengarajan Memorial Lecture Award to Professor Sagar Mitra from IIT Bombay. And Professor Sadhyanarayana Memorial Lecture Award to Professor Ratan Raj, IIT Kharagpur. Today morning we had a wonderful typical professor talk on aqueous rechargeable zinc batteries. More than 550 participants from academia and industries, including research scholars, faculty members, and scientists across the country have participated in this NCE-24. The convention included 3 memorial lecture awards, as I said, and 10 invited lectures by experts. Some of them are here. And 50 oral and 187 poster presentations by research scholars and faculty members from various academic and R&D institutions. There have been 36 exhibition stalls displaying the products of various manufacturers of electrochemical and scientific instruments. Again, thanks to all the sponsors. There were 25 sponsors and 36 stalls, including the government agencies like CSIR, ANRF, BRNS, and the gold sponsors like RSI, Class 1 Systems, and Biologic, and all other sponsors, and so much thankful to them. The event also had a cultural program by students. It was really fantastic, and it was very professional, I should say. Best oral and poster presentations have been selected, and the winners are going to be announced soon in this program. Now, we are attending this validatory function of this convention. I believe, as in previous conventions, these 2 days even has also packed tightly with the invited lectures, oral and poster presentations, which have provided a chance for close interactions and learning experience, especially for the students. Before I conclude, I just want to make a small announcement with the permission of President. It is planned to conduct ISAST 14, the international event, Society for Advancement of Electrochemical Science and Technology, more likely in Pondicherry. Tentatively on February 3-4, 2027. I expect all your support. With this, I thank you all for your kind participation. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir, for that insightful overview capturing the essence of this convention. Now it's our pleasure to invite Dr. K. Ramesha, Director CSIR Sikri, and President Seist for the presidential address.
Can't believe that we are already here for the valedictory. Time, flew off last, yesterday and today. We could not even feel that 2 days just passed, sir. Such a kind of, the environment and the whole, facilities given to us. And thank to Amrita, admin, and, and the arrangement from all your staff and the colleagues, the support. I thank the management of Amrita for making our stay so comfortable and so memorable. So especially as we already thanked our principal Mahadevan, Professor Mahadevan, and Nandakumar and Ulaganathan, and such a fantastic coordination. I have to really thank. Anyway, so good evening, everybody. Chief guest, Professor Ratnaraj, who also gave us today the wonderful lecture, also award lecture, and Dr. K. Ganesan, DRDO, Director, DRDO, Industry Academia, COE from Bharatidar University, Professor Mahadevan, and SAYS, NCE-24 coordinator, and all those, the team, and of course those experts who gave wonderful talks for last 2 days, and the students community who really involved in the whole this program. So good evening, and we are all here now to the valedictory, though it's too soon, but still, the secretary already declared where the next destination is. So, so we had such a wonderful 2 days of NCE conference. Of course, it's started with the holy blessings and the prayers, and then yesterday the inaugural. There is so much deliberation, talk on how the electrochemistry has become an important part in nation building, and of course a part of all the sciences and the engineering also, and how electrochemistry is now helping us building Viksit Bharat, self-reliance, and sustainability, and so on. So there was including Kamash Mudali, he has talked about how the whole DAE programs also got help from electrochemistry, and wonderful lectures, award lectures 3, and then expert lectures spanning almost all areas of electrochemistry, high temperature, nuclear chemistry, and then we had a talk on how the electrochemistry and electrochemical devices helping these space applications, fundamental, and today we had a sensor talk, and of course Professor Ratnaraj took us to the totally a different world. So we can see the so vast subject is electrochemistry. Good part of electrochemistry, after 2 days of deliberation, I feel that electrochemistry itself is a subject which is giving and taking in a way that, of course, what we talk electron transfer. So that's a way that you can progress further. So that is the moral of electrochemistry. That's what it did. It went into material science, it went to biology, many other subjects, and tried to give its knowledge to that field. And then it also borrowed some knowledge from those fields. That's why the electrochemistry, fundamental electrochemists who are here, who are doing the beaker chemistry, they now surprised that that same electrochemistry has reached such a vast applications, battery, fuel cells, biosensor. So that's of course because how the electrochemistry works, giving and taking back something. So, of course, gracefully, I'm not taking back means. So, that's one how the electrochemistry, grew up exponentially for the last few years. Of course, last 2 decades, we have seen that how the nanotechnology grew up, and that really helped, according to me, the electrochemistry also. And then the material science and the tools, the new spectroscopic techniques who have come, which also further helped the electrochemistry. So that's why the electrochemistry could also grow up along with the material science and the biotechnology. So I think that is the philosophy of electrochemistry. So good. Yesterday, as the secretary said, we had a wonderful evening. Such a beautiful cultural program by students. Really, we have appreciated them, made us spellbound. Such a wonderful performance. And again, thank to this institute giving us such a wonderful dinner. I think we all stayed till up to 10 o'clock night. I think even beyond that. So, sir, thank you, Professor Mahadevan, sir, and such a beautiful venue. So nice conference. So we also had a MOU exchange. Now I feel that there was no need of MOU. We are natural collaborator and friends. It looks like to me like that. So so nice, and yes. So sir, of course we have to check out. I know you, but difficult to leave this place. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words, guidance and appreciation that always motivated us. May I now request Dr. K. Ramesha, Director CSIR Secretary, to honor our chief guest with shawl and memento. To honor Dr. K. Ganeshan, guest of honor, with a shawl and memento.
Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. On this memorable occasion, we have with us Professor C. Ratnaraj as the chief guest. Professor Ratnaraj is a distinguished electrochemist who has made significant contributions to understand electrode-electrolyte interfaces and advancing energy-efficient electrocatalysis. He is an elected fellow of the Indian Academy of Sciences and the National Academy of Sciences. He is a recipient of prestigious honors such as CRSI Bronze Medal and the ICAC Award, and serves on the editorial boards of leading journals including Materials Today Energy and the Journal of Chemical Sciences. He is well-known to the audience as he delivered the prestigious Professor Satyanarayana Memorial Award lecture today. We now invite Professor Ratnaraj to deliver the valedictory address. Sir, please.
Dr. K. Ramesha, the respected director of SIGRI, Dr. K. Ganeshan, the director, DRDO Center at Bharatiyar University, Dr. Madhyarasu, Vice President, and Dr. B. Subramanian, Secretary, and all of the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and my dear students, very good evening to all of you. I'm standing on a stage. It's an electrode. Those who are sitting or standing here are the electrons, are the players, and those who are sitting at the other side as the audience, they are the electrolyte ion or redox species. You may look at this as a very odd comparison. Whenever we talk about electrochemistry, first that comes to our mind is Fick's law of diffusion. So why I made this as a electrode, electrons, and then the audience on the other side, the redox species are the electrolyte ion. I could see many of the chairs are empty. So the Fick's law of diffusion, what it says, is a spontaneous process. One of the mass transport that never allow the front seat to be empty. As soon as the reaction takes place at the electrode surface, that means an exchange of electron that is happening. Concentration gradient is deficient in the bulk, so at the interface. More from the bulk, it diffused to here. So I want the students, maybe not, at least from the next event, wherever you go, occupy the front seat, right? Not at the back seat. So for me, talking to a student, I love. The student should be there at the forefront. I hope you understood. Electrode, electrons, that the players, and you are the audience, the Fick's law of diffusion, particularly an event of like this, the student should be at the forefront. So having said that, electrochemistry currently stands at the crossroad. Right? What I mean crossroad, first I explain, it's an interface. At the interface, the redox species diffuse and then undergo reaction, whether it's a conventional electrochemistry or it's advanced battery or electroplating, everywhere, that's an interface. So electrochemistry stands at the crossroad. For me, SIGRI is the authentic home for electrochemistry. The only institute that's dedicated to do electrochemical research and dedicated to teach electrochemistry, that's the only institute. So having this kind of an event is, for me, it's a joy. And meeting the student and listening to the lecture, it's really wonderful. Yesterday, I missed the opportunity of coming to here and listening to the lecture. Today, I hope those who are here, I kept on asking questions, provoking the students. I hope you did not mind. So the electrochemistry is, once upon a time, it was a specialized branch. Now it is not, no more. It's a specialized. As I said, it's standing at the crossroad, a bridging across. So you heard the last lecture, there's a biosensor, that's electrochemical biosensor, how you do it in the lab and then translate to there. Before that we heard a lecture that is taking to your theory, that is your materials. It's a wonderful lecture, right? It's machine learning, right? I'm not an expert, otherwise I don't ask little more question, right? I wanted to ask, tempted to ask question, maybe I may make a mistake. So that's wonderful. I hope everybody enjoyed. How many of you attended that lecture? See, that's what, right? We are missing the core part of that one. AI and ML is driving the entire world. Now, electrochemistry is driving entire part of your research work. You go to battery, you go to plating, you go to fundamental, you go by biology, metallurgy, everywhere, electrochemistry is the driver. But one sad part, you may or may not agree with me, the fundamentals are largely violated. So whenever we talk about the fundamentals are largely violated. And I hope this convention is an eye-opener. Not only do some application, yes, I understand, application is very important. So the one who talked about the ML, that's talk about the fundamental. How this barrier, how you cross the barrier, and fundamental electrochemistry. My dear students, please note that, right? Read. Don't go to ChatGPT, right? Don't put question and then satisfy yourself. The Bible for electrochemistry is what? What is the Bible for electrochemistry? Not here. These are all electrons. I know always electron will speak. That's why. Yeah, we are here, right? For me, the Bible for electrochemistry is that fundamentals of Fundamentals and Application of Electrochemistry by A.J. Bird, right? So mathematical foundation, right? It gives you a clear. I'm not sure how many of you have seen that book and read that book. I encourage you, all the students. So maybe this should be a eye opener. Not only synthesize material and put on the electrode surface and get some signal, but to learn little for a fundamental, so that when you go to give a talk, or you looking for a position, you will not be asked about the application that you have done. You will be asked the fundamental. Say for example, if you are applying to SIGRI, I hope director will agree. He will not ask about your how many patent you made. He will ask about the first question, may be the fundamental. In IIT, indeed, we first ask about the fundamental. This is true for the most of the prominent pioneer institute. So I would encourage all of you to read, not only on the surface level, read more on. So the crossroad is energy and sustainability, and then biology and metallurgy, all that comes through here. So let me limit, I will keep on talking, right? So you have heard from yesterday and today. So the takeaway lesson should be not only at the surface level, but a little more on the deep rooted, to learn the electrochemistry and bring to here. We have a lot of questions. Unanswered questions are many, but here is an opportunity to interact with people, not only coming and displaying poster and roaming around. I was commenting with somebody, you see all the chairs are empty, students are roaming around, right? So wherever I go for a conference, right, I purposely sit in the conference, the entire event, ask question, learn and educate myself. So I want all the students to do that, particularly where if you look at the entire nation, the electrochemical research, of course, on the application side are coming. On the fundamental level is not very happy. I'm not very happy. I hope the respected director and the dignitaries and all the secret employees and the scientists will agree with me, right? Fundamental is being largely compromised. So again, I would say this NCE-24 will be an eye-opener to learn and perform, not sitting at the back, coming in the front, and move the flying colors with electrodes in our hand, showing that this is the power of electrons and electrodes. I hope you enjoy. I wish you all the best to further navigate and bring innovation, not simply doing something, bring innovation, innovate, bring to the world, bring the electrochemistry to the world and show that, yes, I can also do something for the betterance of the common man. Wishing you all the best. Right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking and insightful address. Your words has inspired us towards fundamentals to proceed towards better future. It is our pleasure to introduce our guest of honor, Dr. K. Ganesan, Director, DRDO, Industry Academia Center of Excellence at Bharatiyar University. Dr. Ganesan is a renowned expert in the field of defense research. With 3 decades of experience, he has extensively contributed to soldier support systems and CBRN related technologies. His work includes over 100 research publications, multiple national and international patents, and significant contributions to India's chemical defense and mosquito control programs. He has played a key role in developing indigenous NBC defense technologies and training defense personnel. We are grateful to have him with us today. Now, I request Dr. Ganesan to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Esteemed dignitaries on the dais, Professor C. Ratnaraj, Chief Guest of this function, Dr. K. Ramesha, Director CSIR SIGRI and President of the Society, and Dr. J. Madhyarasu, Vice President, Dr. B. Subramaniam, Secretary, Professor S. Mahadevan, Principal, Amrita Vishwa, Vidyapeetham, Coimbatore, Dr. M. Ulaganathan and Dr. M. Pandiyar. All faculty members, participants, students present here, good evening to all. It is indeed a great privilege and honor to be part of this function of the 24th National Convention of Electrochemists. I extend my sincere appreciation to the Society of Advancement of Electrochemical Science and Technology and Central Electrochemical Research Institute, Karaikudi, for organizing this remarkable convention, and to Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham for hosting this prestigious gathering. Last 2 days, this convention has served as a vibrant platform for the exchange of ideas, dissemination of knowledge, and meaningful discussions on the evolving frontiers of electrochemical science and technology. Even though I could not participate in all the lectures, after hearing the feedback, I feel that I missed a very good chance. Anyway, the last lecture itself, it is one of the example. I was very much keen and I want to discuss, and this type of people are there. So why can't we use such expertise for DRDO technology development? That type of thinking was coming up. Anyway, in future I will try to attend some of the things so that in electrochemistry how I can help bring into DRDO technology development. The participation of young researchers, students, academicians, and industry professionals reflects the growing importance and interdisciplinary relevance of the field. Today I have seen that electrochemistry lies at the heart of many critical technologies, advancements ranging from energy storage systems and corrosion prevention to environmental remediation and sustainable development. As the world moves towards cleaner energy solutions and greener technologies, the role of electrochemical innovations become increasingly significant. Conventions like this not only highlight scientific progress but also foster collaboration and inspire the next generation of scientists. As the chief guest told, I request the students to understand the basic things and do the research. Then only the result will be, the outcome will be very useful. And it is not what, this is not a forum, but I want to tell something about DRDO also. See, DRDO has 7,000 scientists working from mosquito repellent to missile technologies. The number of variation of technology is enormous. So many technologies are required. So the 7,000 scientists are not enough to do all type of research activities. So the government of India has started DAACO, that is DRDO Industry Academia Center of Excellence, and through this center, the projects are given to academia and industry so that they can come forward with good proposals and they can do something for the country so that our nation can become self-reliant in defense technologies by 2047. That is Atmanirbhar we have to achieve by 2047. We should not depend for any country for any defense requirement. That was the idea of DAACOE, and for this we are getting many projects, and what we observed is most of the professors, they extend their PhD work. What I request in this platform is, I request every professor, you come out with something relevant to DRDO, and DRDO is ready to give projects, and 25% of the DRDO budget is allotted to, is supposed to be given to academia and industry. And today, if you consider more than 35,000 crores are allotted, but 850 crores only is given to academia and industry. So you can, all professors can come forward and do something for the nation, and you will come up with a project. When tomorrow, if you see a product, it is not that you have to develop a big product or any missile system or anything. Within the missile system, there are many indigenous requirements are required. So you can do some component development for indigenous, so that the job will, the industry will do the manufacturing and the students will get job opportunity also. It is not that DAACOE is simply giving project. If you see, analyze, If you do the project, some product is coming, the industry is taking up manufacturing, job opportunity, and we will not depend on any other country when there is a requirement for defense technology. So a very big concept, it is coming in a small one, and I request everyone to come up, and in the project also, it is not that the government is giving the skilled manpower. You can keep internship and paid internship for 6 months with 5,000 rupees per month. You can give the student, so that we are trying to create skilled manpower in defense projects. That is the idea. They are not going to contribute much, but they will be learning something about the defense projects. What are the things? So skilled manpower is created. So in that way, different ways of that you can conduct a conference. That conference money can be taken from project separately, so that your particular defense oriented, that particular title can be conducted as a conference, and awareness among more professors, more academicians, students can be created. So there are many advantages of DACOE projects, and please come forward and discuss with me, and my details are already available with the Dean Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, and you please come out, and I will ready to help. In continuation of the valedictory, I would like to especially acknowledge the legacy of these distinguished pioneers such as Professor K.S.G. Das. Actually, I was not knowing much about them, sir, but after this, I have gone through the Google and learned many things about them. Professor S.K. Rangarajan and Professor S. Satyanarayana, their contributions have laid a strong foundation for electrochemical research in India, and it is encouraging to see their vision being carried forward with such dedication and enthusiasm. To the young researchers and students present here, I would like to say this is your moment. The ideas you explore, the questions you ask, and the innovations pursue will shape the future of science and technology. Remain curious, be persistent, and strive to transfer your research into solutions that address real-world challenges. See, whenever you take a PhD, the outcome should be useful for the society, or some or other way we should be useful for human being. It is not that few publications and patents or anything. If you think like that, definitely you can take such a problem statement, and we can come out and we can help the nation to achieve many things. I also commend the organizers for meticulously planning the event and creating an environment conducive to learning and collaboration. The success of this convention is a testament to your commitment and teamwork. As we conclude this NCE-24, let us carry forward the knowledge gained, the connections established, and the inspiration ignited during these sessions. Let this not be an end, but a beginning of new collaborations, new ideas, and new scientific journeys. Particularly, I am here. You please connect with me, connect with the DRDO. It is not only our Bharatiyar University Center of Excellence. There are 15 centers across the country. There are 8 IITs are having Center of Excellence, and IISc Bangalore is having 3 Central University, University of Hyderabad, Mizoram University, and J&K University. This Central University also having, and various subjects are given. It is not that particular word. Any field you say, that particular field you can take a project. Other than food and agriculture, you can take projects, and you can contribute for DRDO. So I am making this connection through this convention. I once again thank the society, SIGRI, and Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham for this opportunity. I wish all participants continued success in their academic and research pursuits. Actually, I want to talk more about DRDO, but limited because most of the chairs are vacant. Everyone must be planning to go back to their own place. I can understand. Please come forward. The details are available in the website. My name and email, each and everything is available. You are always welcome to contact, even by phone also at any time. I will call back, and definitely we will together work for the nation. And I thank once again the organizers and Amrita Vidyapeetham for giving this opportunity. Thank you all. Best wishes to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words and highlighting the DRDO's support to academia for innovative ideas and inviting youngsters to take up the challenge. I now request Dr. S. Mahadevan, Principal, Amrita School of Physical Sciences, and Associate Dean, Students' Welfare, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, to deliver the special address.
Om Namah Shivaya. First of all, I take this opportunity to thank the CSIR and SACE for choosing Amrita to host this prestigious conference. Because of some personal commitment, I could not attend many of the sessions. But when I landed here, one person who keeps watching programs here had told me that he has seen a wonderful technical event. That is what he was telling, because Amrita has hosted a lot of technical events, but largest number of participants, enthusiastic participants, great scientists, and exchange of ideas. I think, thank you, sir, for giving us an opportunity to host this prestigious conference. And Dr. Ramesha was very kind enough to share some of his thoughts, but I wanted Madhyarasu sir, Subramaniam sir and Pandiraj to give us a feedback so that we can improve our thing. And also let me invoke the blessings of our most beloved Chancellor, Madam Amrita Devi, for a productive life for you and all success for all the endeavors that the scientists and students who have come here. And also, as all old people like us, as I think many people have told, that in spite of all these chat GPTs and all advancement in machine learning or whatever technology that is coming up, I think fundamentals and liking the passion that what you have is most important in spite of all this technology. So please take their advice and let God Almighty give you all choicest blessings for your future. Thank you. Thank you once again to SACE and SICRI for choosing Amrita to host this wonderful function. Namah Shivaya. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights. Now I invite Dr. A. Mulaganathan, Associate Professor, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, to deliver the concluding remarks.
So, namaskar to all. Respected dignitaries on the dais, respected director and professor, and respected dignitaries of the dais, and my dear students and scholars, good evening to all. It's my pleasure to be here and hosting a SICRI event and of course SACE event here at Amrita. And of course, as Madhyarasu sir said, we are, myself and Nandakumar sir were close to SICRI, and we are also part of SICRI, and we are scattered seeds. So always we are also growing slowly, and of course very enlightening in the other part of the country, in fact. So thank you so much, sir, for choosing Amrita, in fact. And when we start this program, in fact, so when Subramanian sir was asking, is it possible to organize NCE? So we are very happy, in fact. So that moment itself, me and Nandakumar sir discussed, and we started functioning that moment itself. Now we are here. So we enjoyed the first 2 days this event, in fact. And for me, I know there are it's and buts here, and maybe many of you may be feeling the difficulties of some occasions, some places. Maybe if you feel any difficulties, I am the sole responsible person. So probably if somewhere else I'm seeing, I know that temperature and that things, that heart, I know I'm feeling that the students, when they're putting their posters, they're feeling hot. In fact, whatever the difficulties you are feeling, probably I am the person taking the sole responsibility. And then whatever you are enjoying, of course, that is belongs to the entire team of the Amrita. So either maybe events team, or from the AOC or ICTS teams, or that other other department, my colleagues who are all tirelessly work to success this event to this place, in fact. So, and again, so as Madhyarasu sir said, so that MOU, in fact, as the director also mentioned about it, MOU is just a beginning, and of course Amrita also having a very good electrochemist team, and so we are ready to work and share our thoughts and knowledge from lab into prototypes and to the society, in fact. Of course, at the end, we are all looking and working as a researcher to the societal benefits to the country. So definitely, I'm sure from Amrita, we will definitely nurturing you to get what are the possible ways to get it from SICRI, and we wish to utilize the facilities which are available at the SICRI. So, and then, so with that, so I thank every one of you being here and participate in this convention, and then please have a safe and pleasant journey. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for beautifully summing up the event. As a token of appreciation, we would like to present our sponsor who exhibited their products with certificates. We now request Dr. M. Jayakumar, Souvenir Committee, to come onto the stage to invite the sponsors.
Good evening to all of you present in the hall as well as in the dais. So these kind of scientific events do not complete only with the scientific contribution. It requires finance to run the day-to-day events as well as the food, accommodation, and all the expenses. So as a token of appreciation from the organizers, from the Souvenir Committee, it's our time to give back our thanks and appreciations to all the sponsoring agencies who have sponsored these events. It is more than 25 companies and multiple agencies including CSIR, ANRF, VAT, Amrita, and CSR SICRI. So we wanted to give this as a token of appreciation for the gold sponsors, which is done by Class 1 Systems, RSI, and Biologic Systems, and silver sponsors who are VAT, High Energy Batteries, Breyer, Thermo Fisher, and the remaining rest of the sponsor agencies who have done their contribution from the private fraternity. And as a token of appreciation, because it's a last minute event, we are not able to have all the sponsor agencies at this moment here. So we just invite some of the companies who are present here. So we will start with Class 1 Systems who have given our sponsorship. As a token of appreciation, please come and collect the certificate, sir, through their corrosion test and PalmSense platform. And let us give a big hand, please. So we request Director sir to give the certificate to the company. So they have given the gold sponsorship through corrosion test and PalmSense. I think one more from them, from PalmSense. Any person from Benchmark Scientific? Benchmark Scientific. Okay. From Metro Media? Please. Okay. Next is Alfie Mixtures. Sir, no, Metro Media, sir. Next is Metro Media. I think they left, I guess. Anybody from Alfie Mixtures? Okay. Metro Media. From Incap Instruments? Okay, yeah. Okay. So, and I think we have also sponsorship from the academia. Any student from VIT can come and collect the certificate. I think Dr. Sendil Kumar left. No, he just told him student will come. And we invite any representative from Amrita, Vishwa, Vidyapeetham. You can please come and collect, please. So as a host institute, yes. So last but not least, from CSR SICRI. One more time, thanks to all the sponsor agencies. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now proceed to the most awaited moment of this day, distribution of awards and certificates to the scholars recognizing excellence and contribution during NCE-24. We invite Dr. P. Raghupati, Chairman, Technical Committee, to announce the awards.
Very good evening, everybody. So here is the content of the awards. So in total, we have received 237 abstracts, in which 50 were selected for oral presentation, while the rest were poster presentations. So out of 50 oral presentations, the review committee has selected 5 best oral presentations. So each oral presentation will carry rupees 4,000 plus merit certificate. So similarly, we have selected 10 best poster presentation. So each poster presentation will carry 3,000 plus a merit certificate. So in this juncture, I would like to mention NCE-24 would like to acknowledge RSC, Royal Society of Chemistry, for their generous in providing this support. So here are the results. Let me announce the awardees. So let me take oral first. So here it's not the ranking. As I mentioned, all are best. In fact, the abstracts were presented here well organized and very well executed for all the posters. So in fact, the review committee has found very difficulties in choosing these things. So we have given all the best oral and poster. So let me call the first best oral presentation OP05, Janila Mariam. Yeah, from Amrita, Vishwa, Vidyapeetham. The title of the poster is Silver Manganese Oxide as electrode material for the fabrication of high performance flexible symmetric supercapacitor. Yeah. The next, Nadar Alvin from CSR Sikri. Entropy engineer layer double hydroxide derivative, high entropy alloyed cathodes for zinc air batteries. Please. Next. Next, AS Resmi from IIT Palakkad. The title of the abstract is Highly Sensitive Hydrogel Protected Molecularly Imprinted Sensor as a Laser-Induced Graphene Electrode for Label-Free Electrochemical Detection of Metroxine. First. The fourth one can be ready. AP Asida. Poster number OP14. Sorry, oral. I'm sorry. The last best oral presentation by it's OP34 from Sikri V. Jayasudha. For the title of the abstract, Integration of Self-Signaling Abdomer-Based Hydrogel Nanocomposite with the Indigenous Screen-Printed Carbon Electrodes for Prostogen Measurement. Yeah, so now let me move on to the poster presentation. PP80. PP80 Hari Prasad from CSR Sikri. The title of the abstract is Tailoring Copper Oxide Decorated Nitrogen Doped Hollow Carbon Sphere as a Bifunctional Oxygen Catalyst. Next, PP07, Aparna Sri from Amrita. The title of the abstract is Influence of Supporting Electrolyte and Heterostructure Electrocatalyst on Zinc Iodide Redox Flow Battery. Next, PP83, J. Jagannathan from IIT Madras. The title of the abstract is Electrochemical Ammonia Synthesis from Nitrate and the Nitric Oxide using Copper Form Prepare via Electrochemical Method. Next poster, PP22, Jayasree from Sikri. The title of the abstract is Development of Orthorhombic Sodium Tantalum Oxide type oxide based solid electrolyte for all solid state sodium ion batteries. So, next, PP61, Vijay Raghavan from Alagappa University. Anyone from Alagappa University? Thank you. Okay, we'll move to the next. PP23, Kirtana from again Amrita. The title of the abstract is Fabrication of Screen Printed Zinc Alkaline Rechargeable Micro Battery with Silver Nanoparticle Decorator, Reduced Graphene Oxide Cathode. Next one, PP159, Sweta from Amrita. The title of the abstract is Development of a Disposable Label-Free Electrochemical Luminous Sensor using Vanadium Pentoxide and Pani cytosine nanocomposite for sensitive detection in hydrogen evolution reaction-based cancer biomarker. Next, can be ready? PP115. PP115, Sneha from CSR Sikri. The title of the work, Eco-Friendly Halogen-Free Coating for Fire Mitigation in Cotton Fabrics. Next one can be also ready, PP150. Yeah, PP150, Niklesh Magarana from IMMT. Title of the abstract is Ruthenium Oxide Decorated Laser Induced Graphene Sensor for ultra-sensitive detection of lead and cadmium. Yes, at the last. PP136, Devika from CSR Sikri. Title of the work is Development of Multiple Carbon Nanotube Ficodine Integrated Iron Hybrid Matrix for Label-Free Electrochemical Detection of Polydating. Yes, sir. So, yeah. So, I must thank all the reviewers for their enormous support in helping us to choosing the best oral and best posters. So I may be appearing busy rather than I am. That's because of my entire team. So I must extend gratitude and thank you for each one of from the technical team because they are keeping me, cool in all the times. Thank you so much. Best wishes from the technical team of NCE-24. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the awardees. As we approach the conclusion of this event, I request Dr. M. Pandriraj, Joint Secretary, says to deliver the vote of thanks.
Respected Chief Guest, Guest of Honor, Director, and the Principal Amrita, and the students, scholars, and staffs. Warm welcome and good evening. As we reach the conclusion of NCE-24, I'm standing here on behalf of SAIST NCE-24 in a deep sense of gratitude to propose a vote of thanks. First and foremost, I would like to extend my profound gratitude to our chief guest of this valedictory function, Professor C. Ratnaraj, Professor IIT Kharagpur, and guest of honor, Dr. K. Ganesan sir, Director DRDO Industry Academia Center, Coimbatore. Thank you, sir, both your presence for sharing and invaluable insights, which have provided a perfect bookend for these functions. And I also would like to place a record of our sincere thanks to the dignitaries on the inaugural session, Professor Kamachi Madali, he was a chief guest, and Professor Sahar Mitra, guest of honor. Their talk was set a really high standard and provided an intellectual spark to begin the discussions of this NCE-24. I also would like to extend our sincere thanks to our director, who is also president of SAIST, for his presidential address and visionary leadership, which is important for the success of this event. I also would like to thank our administrative officer for his auspicious presence and wholehearted support for this event. And a very special note of thanks must go to the leadership of Amrita University. We are very thankful for your hospitality, sir. And we are truly honored to have the Registrar, Amrita Vidyapeetham, Dr. Bibin Nair, sir, and Dean Dr. Shashangan Ramanathan, sir, during our inaugural session. And we are glad to have Dr. Mahadevan, sir, principal for this valedictory function. And your presence is not merely ceremonial, it reflects the Institute's commitment to fostering high-level scientific disclosure. We are also very thankful for you to welcoming our electrochemical community in your campus and providing your unwavering support throughout this event. This convention is as strong as the technical event, and we are deeply indebted for our memorial lectures and invited speakers who traveled across the India and to provide the insightful talks, and which is very important for the students as well as the scientific fraternity. So we also would like to extend our sincere thanks to all our vice presidents, Dr. Madhir sir and Annamalai Sendil Kumar sir, and the governing council members of SAIST for their valuable support in conducting the NCE-24. The credits also has to go to various committees of both SICRI as well as Amrita, which includes technical, souvenir, registration, logistics, stage, and refreshment for their meticulous plan and execution, which makes this event a grand success. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank the chairs, co-chairs of various invited and lectures as well as oral presentations. Also, I would like to thank the reviewers, evaluators for the poster presentations, for evaluating the posters in a quick sessions. It's also our pleasure to thank our supporters who supports the financial aspect of this conference, which includes government agencies like CSIR, ANRF, BRNS, and academic institutes, VAT, and the gold sponsors, RSI, Class 1 Systems, and Biologic. And as I mentioned by the souvenir committee, we have a lot of more than 25 stalls and more than 30 sponsors who are really keen, and they also showed their new generation products and gadgets in this event. I also would like to thank the Royal Society of Chemistry for supporting the students' awards and the prizes. And I also would like to thank the participants, poster presenters who drove the intellectual exchange. I also congratulate the winners of the poster as well as oral presentation. I know that it will be a great memory for them. And we also extend our sincere thanks to scientists, staff members from Amrita, and all the research scholars, students, and various delegates from various institutes for their active participations for these last 2 days. I also would like to thank our core team, Dr. Subramanian sir, Secretary, and Treasurer Sivakumar sir from SICRI, and Ulaganathan sir and Nandakumar sir from Amrita for their meticulous plan. And also would like to thank other staff members of SICRI, Gunasegaran sir, Varaprasad, and Prabhu, and the photography section for their full support for the last 2 days. And I also would like to take this opportunity to thank every one of you who has contributed to this event, and your support and the contributions are truly acknowledged. And I also wish the students the safe travel, and we are looking forward to the further events of our SAIST. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. With this, we come to the end of valedictory function of 24th National Convention of Electrochemists. Thank you all for your gracious presence and participation. Now, I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा। जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे, जय हे, जय हे, जय 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 हे।
Few announcements to the participants. 2 buses to the city have been arranged.